and also fights for fairness and justice for the people, general people, Muslim, non-Muslims in society. So it's not the most ideal way, but it still should be used to fight for the rights and for the general well-being of Muslims and people in society. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. What's your thoughts on democracy and elections?
Muslims around the world are of the difference of opinions when it comes to election and democracy. Today I'm not going to talk about democracy, but I'll be talking about election. Now, election is the modern method of bringing the change in leadership under a democratic system. So you cannot change the system, but you can change the leadership. Now, there are Muslims who think that this is the best and the most ideal way and most peaceful way to bring Islam into society, to establish peace and justice in society by using the method of election. And that's the best way to do it, even to bring Islam into society. However, you've got Muslims who think you're not allowed to actually take part in election because it's run under democratic system, which is kufr, and it's also controlled by certain individuals. So you really cannot bring any good change, or at least you cannot bring Islam into society. So therefore you must avoid it fully. And you can only change the leadership, but you cannot change the system. So therefore just avoid it fully. Then you've got Muslim scholars and jurists and some Muslims around the world who think, though it isn't the most ideal way to bring Islam into society or bring justice, or it's not the best way. However, it's still very important to take part in election. At least some Muslims should take part in election to defend the rights of Muslims and to fight for the rights of Muslims, and